No one did. And that's not a cop-out of an answer. In fact, it's the most realistic and profound answer. Let me try to explain why using this short illustration. Supposing I just passed through the toll gate and I collected a dirty piece of change. If I were to ask, how did that piece of change get to me, and we track its journey, we'll find out that it's gone through a number of pieces of people's hands. However, if we ask the question, where was the first transfer made from? Then we have to get to a place called the Nigerian Printing and Minting Security Company. In other words, it lands us in a place that is materially different and has a different origin from that note itself. When we look at the observable universe and the things that are in the universe, and we ask the question, what produced A? Well, we'll say B produced A. What produced B? Well, we'll say C produced B. But then we can't keep asking that question until infinity if anything actually exists. And so when we look at the things that are around us, the 20th century scientists, and some of them not believers, understood that for that to exist, for anything to exist, rather than nothing, then something had to have existed that is materially different from all the others, and its origin is different. In other words, it must be eternal. They thought it was the universe until Edwin Hubble, another scientist, showed that the universe, he showed this through his telescope, the universe was actually expanding, meaning it had a starting point. If it had a starting point, then it couldn't have been eternal. This answers the question as to what isn't eternal, but not what is eternal. Christians have no problem with this because in the beginning of the Bible, it opens with these words, that God in the beginning created the heavens and the earth. He preceded the creation of the world, but he himself, he is eternal. As Psalm 90 verse 2 says, before you brought forth the mountains and the world, that you were from everlasting to everlasting. Who created God? No one did. And for anything to exist, that has to be the answer.